Evening, gamers. I am neurodivergent. Here's the entire history of Crash Bandicoot Jimmy. Picture it. 90-90-15. Gaming sprawling horizons are materializing out of dreams. As the corporations dine on company food, they speak, they mingle. A universal unity. Big man Sony strolls among the meadows of a barbecue, and handicapped Sega forever changes his life. Station play was the strong boy of the block. Fists fly away from its body's its strategy of its time that some might consider laughable but implemented at a terrific efficiency, making good games. And one of the overlord's packed workers in injecting you a special Coca-Cola will be mischievous Pooch, Naughty Dog. Previously known for the best game in the history of Canis Lupus White's Way of a Warrior on 3DO. Coding is difficult for dogs, okay? The doggers, when the signing of a contract with Stroke, wondered of an idea of freedom from the grasp of time before realizing that the hot new fashion statement of the 90s that Britney Spears was most famous for, Australia, was the way of the canines as predicted by Asian philosopher Rivers Cuomo. That concept being Willy Wombat, based on CEO John's owner after infiltrating the lobotomy. He was a shittier version of Gex. Best until director, non-applicable, crashed on a Bandicoot furry's house, where he decided to mush him into Crash Bandicoot as we know today. Cue a monstrous development cycle involving a shootout with the police and at least 5 to 194.6 files in the studio. And out came their baby. Part 1. Though being the spoutlings of the soon plump franchise of Crash, it's kind of a black sheep of a thing. It's not different exactly, it just has this weird feeling of containedness that the rest would set free. Every game nowadays has battle pass, gambling cube, esport matches, luxury. Crash is Crash. It's got this flag planted game philosophy did, and it's doing an energetic good job on it. Very good. It did not want to appeal to the scrubby, featherless bipeds, but that is what happened. The dog hair on all the keyboards had religious incantations on the racist. So Sony shaken up the underdeveloped Gripply Grabbles and took them to the sequel room, also known as the Productivity Microwave. There come Sharpunky 2, Store Sex Stroke Waka. They made a plethora of business doings there, such as taking Tana in the shed and gave the boy a sister. What do you expect from a beast that doesn't question the ethics of society? Among decisions like improving the game design, not having to not die and smash all the crates to get the gems, it is the Crash who pictures valiantly in the thinker cranium. Unless it's associated with the Twin Towers, in which case, therapy time! Okay, you can come again at 8. Anyways, the situation. I like the spin rat. The problem. Industrial society as concepts has been disastrous for the human race. The solution. The hottest character in this entire franchise. Curse shit wasp education is Crash 2, but better. Like Crash 2 plus 1. This is arcane knowledge. It's kind of a thing of this game, doing new unfamiliar witcher to be in the franchise, such as water levels, which just like eugenics started problems, or time trial. My dad was a big fan of them, even they went out the hospital when I was born. Or Dingodile, who can't help himself but not suck. And thus, Bandicoot Exodia was assembled. The indecent mutts are chillaxing groovy with our drinks. The sand was yellow, normally yellow, and hot. Dark Fanta was an ample supply in, but then Wavy Gravy, the true god and representative of Sony, comment and told them, look at it cute. Can you do a trick where it makes a video game despite playing to stick into free games? Nice, look at the cheeks, man, they chubby. And they understood the mission. They will give Crash driving classes. Kna's television racism is basically Mario Kart, but for people who get laid. This ain't your regular gaming weekend at your friend's house. This is handing a child your airplane key. Oh, why would you do that? All the stage designing is like a very yummy burger at the McDonald's. That's yummy and has cocaine as its recipe. And the time trials kick your stinky shitter straight through 51 Centauri B. Ya dig? Don't come at me. Plus, Oxide is a pan of ketamine before every appearance in the game. That's official. But unfortunately for the Sunny boy, those pesky naughty worlds do not respect religion. So they got gender dysphoria and identified as fuck off I'm leaving to go make the junk and waxing and the longest sus seriousness. That wasn't good for Sunny boy. They could not begin inciting 8 to every letter in the Bible workplace death to reinvigorate the Australian spirit. In the developmental programmers as Sony was on the Mon, where there were 0 racists and had no chance of plops its spirit into space. So, they dumped average Australian wildlife and enslaved them to make Knash Bendoc tip games to lower the Mon into the earth and set them flat. What was the first game ever crafted from the rock-like? Part 2. It's a game that exists so much that I completely forgot about it.
Anyways, both state Australian citizens, cordial as they are, did gun deals on spaceships to sell who gets to make the video game. It is exquisite art with many stages of a culture, such as new things like putting the spaceship in the gun and couldn't mortar. This is founded by Gravel Surreal. Originally basing the story on a fanfic ton about Crust going to the Mon with them. It was halfway doing that when the Rat Hat and Bank Fan spaceship Rocket brought in milk on the Mon when they realized that it's not cordial in the Joe Sky system. So he pried to the shit and washed it down another game and dropped it to Sony. Just for the bonus scrotum was, assuming Clone's Crush was a hidden masterpiece, the spot Crash went rotting. Insulting! Think of the 90s as Crash being a stinky, shrivelly toddler, and imagine the 2000s as facing puberty. It is a very 4 out of 10 game. It was so rushed they even used their blow-up dolls instead for characters, even the hub, and was so uninspired that every power-up was from Crash Free except Tiptoe, which is so OP we rammed in the council and made it illegal to do. Also, one of the levels is beatable by just doing nothing, and half the levels just really like giving Crash driving lessons and things, and giving lessons in about like literally everything. And so, as the moon lowers down to the earth, Sony realizes something. It's not enough money. How else would it feed 2 children with gold bar footlongs full of caviar, liquefied gold mixed with wine and other such lizard food? So they bring head vicious visitors to the sun to make him crap gaming experiences to the Nintendo Game Advance to a boy. And yes, they lowered the sun too. Blame the Japanese for global warming. Sex and slash combat weapons. It's this weird spin-off that feels more like we just wanted a Game Boy game there. It's not bad. The way they took 2D sections of a 90s game and made a whole game like that, it's pretty duper super pooper, you know. It literally feels like something off the 5 trillion Mega Bam collection featuring Obama at certain times. Still a pretty goodie though. And Cartoon N-word dance is also much like the last one, except the villain is an edible baby cyber hypnotist infection haver and your 4-step family. Wait, but this is betrayal? No, he just hasn't noticed when Sony to start trying to brawl you to the ground until the pain starts to become pleasurable and we sort of very diffs. On your merry singular way, enjoy new digits like ball, cultural appropriation, 2000 space horror, and other new hot toys that don't make this game a point harder than the first because Dingo Dog doesn't appear to show his pecs anymore. But just as Vince's Vessel DX, we're going to make the magnum a pussy with Crash Bandicoot, trigger warning, alcoholism, depression, fucking way! It turns to 3 a.m. The time when God mandates thinking about the lowest part of all time, as he's done so himself. I think leads to another thing, and then he burns everybody alive on the run. Ha ha ha! Get murdered! This spotlight isn't going anymore. Horse tits, basement, spiral crot! It's the official government declaration of shit! We're giving away the car, do you like that? But it as well might be one named after Crash 4 because it's got bitch ass design, bitch ass story, good ass, got all the symptoms of a Crash gaming experience there. If only I had the severe idiocy of soaring 702 or by baby popularity of humans who have lived at the North Pole, where the government's secret warehouse of huge speed they now wanted to see. But too bad, so far out then. But alas, world is getting a little crazy. The balls are getting too close. Soon now the tectonic plates are hitting the gritty. Man, I'm getting absolutely served. Says Sony has the most impressive leg split bounces 33rd golden brick vault. Exhausted from retrieving it yet again with space jets, I feel it's time to tattoo racist remarks on this whole adventure friend group. He declares this as the Moon Australians conveniently hear that from a Greek length. Oh no, they might not be able to start a gaming career. But then a meat hook then plants onto his shoulder like an announcement is going to be made. Dude, the McWeb is back. Should we smell it into the code and not make this bad maybe? Wow, it sounds like it'd be good. Mario's my main Smash Bros! It's like the best Crash video graphic game for like 70 years. And it's like a 7 out of 10. I mean, it was made in like 3 months because it crashed forward. But it was made in 3 months even when it got crashed forward. It was pretty fine, fun, funny, real good. It won't have sex with you. Man, you need to deal with the consequences, man. You got to chill. Men whistle. The world only started to show some smooth. But global warming and the eradication of wildlife has given it so much sex appeal. But there is too much sex, so it has to release the hotness by encasing it for eternity inside double release time. Cock, balls, plus balls. Cock, the tagline of these should be, may make you want to switch gender if you have these. For 2 are the most meaningless video gaming experiences I ever had. It's a game made for 5-year-olds. And both franchises happened 8 years ago. A fun sponge. Cause it's the prototype to every low-budget modern phone game. Ah, Mr. Bob, crime head of a popular traumatic fetish film. John destroys a brick. He is wanted in several states and also by John. 2 out of 10. That's how old you need to be to like it. Even your very unkempt buff creature are flaming out this dog yawned. Part 3. You're crime related. Okay, this basically plays like the last horrifying adventure, but because Ed Ginger has a Geneva Convention barred weapon, and one of the characters was canonically a Nazi, though really. Oh, this has dawned in my favorite passing times of discovering ways to kill myself. It's still 3 out of 10. The bird reporters are icons of masculinity. Men whistle. Their hearts are struggling, holding their degree to overpower each other. Sony grips his Pokemon blades with determination for victory, as the Moon Australians lead courageously to strike the last time he can. We're also fucked because the last game made 1 diamond churro, so in the last hot pounding light for boners, he satisfies threat to boners to melt them into the next video game. Texas, yeah! It's one of the most, oh god, please like my last moments in human history. And I think the reason this series survived for like 1 more year is because of curiosity. But you know, with the Pandora the Explorer boxy, curiosity was very mediocre to the cat. It's not Crash Bandicoot anymore. It's a simulation game of a crackhead's not out now. And this PSA has convinced me to a spiritual extent. A tragic rodent who inspired this game and lost himself. Get good, sire. Oh, and they made another one of this because it's actually sold and it's basically the same, so I'm not doing that yet. And with a really drunk day of pressing the kill all bandicoots and fix climate change button a lot,
Crash Bandicoot was moved into the shade. Press one button to pay respects. On the interwebs, no other man mourned his demise except Candicorus in the weasel population. But years pass on. More years pass without croissants, man. Time moves fast. Seconds turn to years. So Earth, back for the epileptic. For fun, one day, in PlayStation Conference. Whoa, imagine it just cameo. You know, I might be posing as a guy who's more talented and can do whatever, but I think I'm just gonna do another hostage situation. Bunny Rat! God is enraged! So he is seen encased in Funko Pop next to Osama bin Laden and Dylan Klebold. Turbo set free by Scat the Porn and other people who live in shrine rooms. Here you can see his personal He-2 sticks. And to walk very, very slowish into a decent enough level for the resting of the last years he went to the shed. And cope with the factual thing that was his actual comeback in like a decade. But to the front, Pebbles! Hell has broken! And alongside the revenge of Volkswagen Vinny from the sun, he's coming for you and he's going to steal your organs! I will check the working for what I'm about to steal your organs? Okay, I'm still taking wrong part 4. He's a very smart beat choosing. Cause you know, the only good part of Kosh, it was his first boy time. What if we get everybody's boy time, huh? Look, the necklace and the father's back. Cause he finally stopped playing Underfang. Look, S-Spyro had the same thing, but I beseech his existence and the children of Bob were very disrespectful for my 7-Up. Look, Crash Bandicoot is included with this as well. Look, there is a house fire happening at your home. Better head off. Oh. You can't run? Are you trapped? Do you have anything that you were committing? Does anyone know of it? But does it remember you? The jaws of hell find you, don't they? Knowing it's inside of you, clawing your body off. Do you feel guilty finding it? Can you feel the sounds of your fate get louder every year? Could you still confess even after the chance had passed? Crash 4 is the best game of all time! Woo-wee! Is it feel a lot good? The controls are so snappy. It's not something like Odyssey or Rayman Legends, but everything here is super satisfying. It's pretty much the logical direction which Crash 3 should have went to. Like 3 plus 1. Enlightening. It don't give no jiffy about the story or whatevings. It's a 100% rodent lover, and I think that's why it's fun to make awesomeness. Sure, the inventing levels are really tedious, stumped, and spent for racial relations. I mean, this is pretty disappointing for a series to feature a first bearded Asian in the West American video gamer market. But you know, it retrieves its glowing poker status with the fact you can play Dangdale, Nintendo contracts, and how the fuck did you get out of a shit? Oh god! And other stuff that makes Crash 4 the whatever context a much more memorable experience than its scrappy reboot. Except that leads to new ideas. Where had its way been paved? And where shall it be bringhead? Will it lead to just another fifth normal game? Will there be a third-person shooter about the endless suffering of conflict? Will they actually make a doo-doo party game like that worldwide Mandela effect was? Will they make a Fortnite knockoff, which I completely forgot existed and decided not to talk about? Will I actually play and review the other 2/3 of these games? And more importantly, will I ever give a shit? This shall be answers on Crash Bandicoot 2. It's about time. Coming 2009. Don't miss it. Wow, that's a lot of gender, says Sony.